Hi guys, it's Lauren Donzis. You might know me from No Good Nick, Liv and Maddie, Punky Brewster, or maybe all three. But I'm here with Famous Birthdays to do a Q&A, which I'm very excited for. So let's just jump right in. The first question is, what is something most people who follow you don't know about you? I'm a dancer. I've been a competitive dancer since I was 7 years old, which is shocking to some people. I'm also a writer. I write poetry all the time. I also just finished writing my first screenplay, and I just wrote a short film, which is very exciting. So I don't think people knew a lot of that about me, but now you do, so. Do you have any upcoming projects? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This month in October, a Disney Plus show called Just Beyond will be coming to the air. It is definitely different than anything I've ever filmed before, but I'm very excited for you guys to see it. My character does wear a wig, so I don't look anything like myself. So if you don't recognize me, that's totally fine. And then I'm also having the short film that I wrote, or co-wrote, co-directed, co-created with one of my best friends, Bree, come out hopefully in October, which is also very exciting. So stay tuned for those. What would be the one superpower you would choose to have? This is gonna sound interesting, but I think I would choose to have the ability to change my appearance at will. So if you've ever seen Harry Potter, you know what the Polyjuice potion is, but I wouldn't have to take the potion. I could just snap my fingers and wham bam. I could be somebody else, I could be something else. I think that'd be very fun, very interesting, and potentially dangerous, but I'm okay with that. What are your favorite movies of all time? So if you know me, you know that I am a huge suspense lover. So Alfred Hitchcock and Agatha Christie are like staples in my film criteria. I think that, and then There Were None and Rear Window are probably two classics that are two of my favorites. So yeah. How do you like to spend your spare time? I have a lot of things I like to do in my spare time. I love hanging out with my friends, or just staying at home and reading a YA mystery novel. Love doing that too. Enemies to lovers is my favorite trope at the moment. That wasn't the question. I like to write songs on the piano. I do that a lot. I like to write poetry, write random scripts that come to mind, go to dance, sing. I already mentioned that, but yeah, I have a lot of things I like to do in my spare time. What advice would you give your past self? I'm about to throw like a dozen cliches at you right now, but I think that they're all applicable, so it's okay. I would definitely tell myself to not give up when the going gets tough, because there were a lot of moments in my career, in my life, where I felt like I was a failure, or that I was at a crossroads, or that my career wasn't going anywhere, and you just have to remind yourself that that's not the case, because if you quit, then of course your career or whatever isn't gonna go anywhere. It's all about pushing through the rough patches and reminding yourself that the universe has got your back, and you just gotta believe in yourself. And if you really love it, then things will work out for you. I would definitely tell my past self that. If you could have your dream vacation, where would you go and what would you do? I've always wanted to go to Scotland, specifically Edinburgh, to live out my dark academia dreams, because I have like 5 different aesthetics that I want to, you know, inhabit. But I've never really gotten to experience the dark academia lifestyle, so I'd love to do that. I would probably find myself going there for the sake of sitting in a very mysterious cafe and writing really intense poetry while sipping a chai tea latte and hoping that some magical man walks through the door and is like my soulmate. I read way too many YA novels, but yeah, I would also go just for the experience, to travel, to admire the architecture, and yeah, what are your favorite shows to watch on Netflix? Okay, I find myself guilty of rewatching a lot of things. For example, Criminal Minds and Grey's Anatomy are definitely essentials in my daily routine. I love them because I love shows that contain a lot of action, that are just like go, 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 and you just never really know what's gonna happen next. Hence why I love suspense so much. So I think those are some of my favorite shows to watch on Netflix. What do you find most rewarding about what you do? That's a very good question. I think being an actor, it's really beautiful to see how you can affect the lives of people that watch your shows. I've had a lot of people message me telling me that I really help them get through really dark times in their lives, which I didn't realize that I had the power to do that through a screen. And so it's a huge responsibility, but it's also a really beautiful thing to know that my craft can impact so many people in so many positive ways. And I think that's incredibly rewarding. What are your goals for the next 3 years? Well, I'm a senior in high school, and hopefully I will be attending college within the next, well, hopefully next year, but I'll be at college within the next 3 years. Doing, I don't know, maybe being a narrative studies major. I think that could be very fun. It's what I'm looking into now, or creative writing or something. Maybe I'll be working as well. I'd have to take a year off. I don't know. I have a lot of goals, but I definitely want to be in a place where I'm confident in my writing and I'm confident in my acting and I'm content, if that makes sense. Yeah, those were all 10 questions. That went by so quickly, but I am so grateful for Famous Birthdays reaching out to me. Thank you guys. This was so much fun. You can follow me on my social medias. My Instagram is just Lauren Donzis. My TikTok is lauren.donzis, and my Twitter is also just Lauren Donzis. Except I think my mom runs that account because sometimes I have no idea what is happening. And people are like, Lauren, is this really you? And I'm like, no. You didn't need to know that. But anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope everyone watching this has an amazing day, and I love you all. Mwah. Bye.